So now, as for Ninja Storm, which is the first Disney season completely Disney made. What can I say about it? I didn't actually watch it. I knew about it because I remember seeing the videos of it in store. I was like, oh, ninjas, and I didn't actually really even care because at this time I was not caring. I was not caring what was on the Power Rangers on TV. I literally stopped caring. Like I said, I continued watching my VHSs, and yeah. So I think in 2004, and this is, I guess when Dino Thunder came out, I did not know what it was about. And so what was happening is I was reading, I decided one time when I was at school, during my lunch, because I had some free time, because I would eat my lunch and then I would be able to have free time to go on the computer, and before my next class. I was reading about all of these former actors on Power Rangers, and I was just curious what they've been doing all these years, because, like I said, I wasn't really watching Power Rangers on TV at the time, and so I was just kind of curious what all these actors were doing at that time. And then, I found out about Thuy Tran, because I did not realize that she died until, like, I think 2004, I think is when I found out. A couple years later. And then I found out the other people, and I found out about Tommy, and I seen a picture of Tommy in short hair, and said, oh, Tommy looks different in short hair. And actually, that's another thing, I actually didn't see For Red until, I'll get to that later. And so anyways, I found out about all this. I was finding about what they're doing, and also found out about some other people. And then I think a couple months later, I decided, you know what, I want to reread some of this, and I decided not to read about all of them, because before I was reading about everybody, even the people I didn't even know. I was reading on a website, I think at the time it's called tvtome.com, which is now tv.com. And it is still up and running. I go to it once in a while, but I don't go to it as much. And I was reading all about all the Power Ranger actors, like who played monsters and Power Rangers and everything. And then a couple months later, I decided, I want to reread some of the like Mighty Morphin stuff. But then when I was doing this, I was like, wait, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. And then I started reading about the current season, just to see what it was about. So I was kind of curious. And then I was seeing the return or something, Tommy Oliver. And I was like, Tommy Oliver? Wait, is that Tommy Oliver? Is that the same Tommy that was in Mighty Morphin and whatever? So then I started reading into it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, whoa. Tommy returned, and I got so excited. But unfortunately, at this time, and actually this is another reason that I couldn't really watch it much, because we did not have cable at the time. We didn't actually have cable for almost 2 years. And so that's another reason why I couldn't watch Power Rangers, because we didn't get the channel. Like, we did get a couple channels, but because we didn't have cable, I didn't get the channel that Power Rangers was on. And so I was like, oh my god, Tommy returned. And I got literally so excited. Wow. I got excited. But then, during the first week when we went back to school in September, when I went back to school in September, during that first week, I knew we were getting cable, and that Friday, when I came home, we got cable, and I got so excited. At the time, I didn't know what channel Power Rangers was on, and then I found out, I think the following week, that it was on channel, but unfortunately, where I lived here in Canada, it was on the Family Channel at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, we did not get ABC Family, but it was on, here it was on at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh my god, 7 o'clock in the morning. But you know what, I wanted to watch it because Tommy was back, and and so I watched it, I enjoyed it, and then, but before Dino Thunder would come on, they were airing Ninja Storm before it, and I got to see a bit of it before Dino Thunder was on. I was like, oh, that actually looks kind of neat. So then I actually started getting up earlier. I started getting up about 6:30 in the morning. So I was getting up early, and this is one of the problems I had with Dino Thunder, or with the whole Disney era. It seems every season, at least I watch, would always be on early. The latest I seen it was about 7:30. And yeah, I don't know if that was for how it aired everywhere, but I know here where I lived, it only aired at either 7 o'clock or 7:30 or even earlier. And that's one of the reasons why I think I did enjoy it, but I think I felt I could enjoy it more if it was on earlier, or on not early but later. And so anyways, I was watching Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder. But then when I seen the final episode of Ninja Storm, I decided, okay, Ninja Storm is finished. I decided, let's just concentrate on Dino Thunder now. And a lot of the time, or some of the times, I would fall asleep because I was getting up so early. But I tried to stay up. For the most part, I did stay up. But one thing I always found, as much as I enjoyed Tommy coming back, I was always, oh, who else is going to come back? Who else is going to come back? And I think at this time, according to what, I think this is one of the first Power Ranger rumors that I was reading about, and I heard that there was a rumor going around saying that Justin was supposed to come back. And I would really have liked it if he returned, even for an appearance, but unfortunately, as you know, he never came back. I don't know if anybody else knows about that rumor, but I know there was a rumor that he was supposed to come back, and obviously that never happened, but whatever. And I liked it, and then when Dino Thunder ended, so Dino Thunder I watched, and I always say this right now, Dino Thunder is my favorite season outside the whole Zordon era. Now, my favorite seasons are the entire Zordon era, from Mighty Morphin to In Space. My favorite outside the Zordon era would have to be Dino Thunder. And that's because of Tommy return. Now, Tommy wasn't returning. Tell you the truth, I don't know. So as you could tell, because Tommy returning got me back into watching Power Rangers on TV again, and then got me to even watch it the other seasons. And yeah, so Power Rangers Dino Thunder really got me back into Power Rangers Dino Thunder really got me back into Power Rangers, watching it on TV. And so then when Dino Thunder ended, I think I kind of took a break from Power Rangers for a few weeks until SPD started. SPD, I would have to say, it has one of my all-time favorite theme songs. And no, I'm not going to sing it. I just really liked SPD's theme song, and yeah. And I liked SPD. I thought it was kind of weird that they went into a different direction. They went into way into the future, which they've never done before like that. And I liked it. I was watching it, and then I think I stopped watching it, and I guess I was kind of going back and forth with SPD. I would watch it, and I think once again I think SPD was coming on at 7:30, and yeah, yeah, it was coming on at 7:30 in the morning, and I did, and this was at the time when I was in high school, so I was really getting up early, and I did, yeah, because since I had to start school early, I was getting up at 6:30 in the morning during the week. Yeah, because I didn't want to get up and then boom, go right to school. I like to get up and then because I didn't want to go to school after me just waking up, so I'd usually get an hour before we left. And then so I was getting really up early again, and then I was actually, I forgot to tell you this, I would watch Power Rangers, then go right back to bed most of the time, because I was so tired. That's another reason why I'm getting up, go back to bed, and here. So anyways, I liked SPD. I thought it was a good season. It was different. And then I heard about Mystic Force, and I started seeing episodes from Mystic Force, like, oh, this is going to be interesting. So I started watching Mystic Force, and I watched. Now at this time, I think they were showing 2 new episodes a week, at least where I lived. And I was actually watching on ABC Kids, which was at the time the Saturday morning things for ABC. So I started watching that, but unfortunately, I only watched the first 3 episodes, and then for some reason, I think I just got so tired of getting up early. I literally got tired of getting up early, and so I wasn't really watching it. And then I felt like I missed too much. But then it came on the Family Channel. Family Channel started airing it, so I think I watched the first 2 episodes, and then when it came on Family Channel, I watched the first 3 episodes. And this was in May of 2006. Now, May of 2006, I don't know what happened. I literally became obsessed with the Power Rangers. I wanted everything of Power Rangers. I wanted any toys, any action figures, any VHSs, whatever. I got my very first DVD, which, as you can see, is right here. And yeah, I just literally became so obsessed of Power Rangers. I actually felt like I went cuckoo over it for the next, like, almost a year. Yeah. And yeah, I would watch it all that summer. I just got so crazy. And then, yeah, and unfortunately, the funny thing is, I was not watching it on TV. I was watching, like, a lot of old VHSs, and yeah. And then, because I wasn't watching it, and then the DVDs were coming out and whatever. Then, I was reading the TV guide, and it was talking about all these different Canadian directors and stuff. And there's one when they mentioned about what's his name again? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Okay, just wait a minute. I have to check this out. Sorry for this. I just cannot remember who I was going to talk about. I think. Oh my god, what's his name? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for this. I just cannot remember what his name was. Oh, come on. Okay, sorry, I don't say sorry for watching this, but I'm trying to really who he was. I don't know why I can't remember it. Yeah, stupid computer. Okay, what's his name? I'm sorry, my computer's kind of slow right now. Yeah, I'm trying to think. He played, PD. Yeah, so the TV guide about these different Canadian directors and stuff, and it talked about Matt Austin, who, as you know, played Bridge in SPD, and then it said he was returning for the 15th anniversary, and I was like, whoa, they're having people return. Like, I think they said something about there's gonna be returns, and I literally got so excited for this. And so, because I got excited, I actually started watching it on TV. And at the time, they're showing 2 episodes. So I was watching the rest of Mystic Force, which I liked. And at the end of Mystic Force, I didn't realize this. It wasn't until years later when I read it that the Mystic Mother at the end of Mystic Force was actually Rita Repulsa turned good, which I did not realize that until later on. Yeah, so I would say I liked Mystic Force. It was good. Wasn't my favorite season, but I would say it was okay. Then I started watching Operation Overdrive. Yeah, Operation Overdrive. Now, before I start talking about this, I know a lot of people hate the season. Actually, people literally hate the season a lot. They think it's the worst season ever made. which I can understand why. I do somewhat understand. But what I'm going to say is I like Operation Overdrive. Now, if you want to disagree, that's fine. Comment down below if you want to say you disagree and whatever. But I like that season. Is it my favorite season? No. But one of the reasons why I liked it is because of the 15th anniversary episode. Now, if you get rid of that, then I probably wouldn't have been watching it, because I wasn't really watching Power Rangers much on TV again. But anyways, I would watch it. I liked it. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I can't even talk now because I'm just worried that if I keep talking about it, I'm just going to get a lot of hate. Operation Overdrive. I watched it. I liked what I watched. I haven't seen it since. I think last time I watched was in 2008, one episode. So I'd watched, and then the weird thing is that I was reading all about the 15th anniversary. Now, usually I don't want to read about spoilers. I won't read too much into it, but I literally read so much about Once a Ranger that I kind of found out what everything was going to be about. Like, I knew who was returning. I knew what the story was about. The only thing I didn't know was that they returned to Angel Grove for a brief time, and how Thrax looked like. And then even which Alpha returned, which we later found was Alpha 6 that returned. So, I feel like if I didn't know so much about Once a Ranger, I would have enjoyed it much more. But, I liked it, and I liked, so I continued, and then at first, I was not quite sure if I was going to still watch Operation Overdrive after Once a Ranger ended, but because I liked Operation Overdrive, I continued watching it. But I did not finish because at this time it was getting near Christmas, and what I decided, I want to watch Christmas shows, and so I wasn't watching Power Rangers at the time. And so the last episode I watched of Power Rangers is when those cat monsters that came from the mirror were finally destroyed. Where those cat monsters were finally destroyed, and and that's I actually finished watching. So I never actually got to see the ending of it. And even today, I still haven't seen the ending of it. I do want to watch it, but I'd like to rewatch the whole series because, So then, Jungle Fury started, and by this time they're starting to release the DVDs. And then Jungle Fury started, and the funny thing is, I did not want to watch Jungle Fury until I seen the final episode of Operation Overdrive, and unfortunately that never happened. I think I only seen like 4 episodes of Jungle Fury. And so I can't say too much about it. Sorry. Oh, I can watch. I think because this is probably the longest video that I've ever done. So I can't really say too much about Jungle Fury because I don't really know. I know that they had the sunglasses for Morphers and how the suits look like and stuff. But I can't say too much about it. So just like Time Force, I can't really say. Probably Time Force and Jungle Fury are the two that I know the least amount about. Actually, I would say probably Jungle Fury is the one I know least about. Because, like I said, because I did watch Linkar's review of Time Force, that I do know more about it now. But as for Jungle Fury, I know very little about it. So when people talk about Jungle Fury, it's like, oh, wait, okay, that's okay. Yeah, so I know very, like I said, I know very little about it. I would like to watch it, but yeah. Anyway, so then when Jungle Fury started or ended, they started with RPM. Now RPM, for the first time ever, I actually, since Operation Overdrive, I actually started watching it right from the beginning. Now, I was doing something that I should have done a long time ago. I was actually recording it and then watching it later on in the week, because once again, it was airing in the morning. And actually, RPM, I think they were showing 2 episodes a week, or no, one. Well, yeah, they showed the two where I live. They showed the first 2 episodes together, and so they were airing at 6 o'clock and 6:30 in the morning. So I did not. Okay, I said no way. There's no way I'm getting up that early. So I decided recording it and watch it later in the week. And sometimes I might record a couple episodes and then watch them together. Yeah, and RPM, Oh my god. What I'm about to say is going to shock everybody. I like RPM because it is Power Rangers and I do like it. I know, oh my god, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Actually, do I want to say this, or because I'm just trying to think, actually, do I actually agree with what I'm going to say? Okay, I'm going to say this. Oh my god. RPM, out of all the seasons that I've watched, I would have to put it near the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like RPM, but it's just, I guess, the storytelling, maybe because I don't know why, but I did like it. Yeah, but it wasn't one of my favorite seasons, and now thinking back, I probably will say this. I like I like Operation Overdrive more than RPM. There, I said it. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just how I feel. Now, like I said, I do like RPM. Yeah, like I do like RPM, but for some, I think it's just because of Operation Overdrive just did different things, and it had the Once a Ranger episode. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But like I said, I like RPM, and yeah. And now, anyways, now that we're done, now that I've said that, whew, that was hard. That literally was hard for me. Now, yeah, you could bring your hate. I don't care. Yeah. So, anyways, now I can't think now, because I don't believe I just said that. Anyways, I was watching it, but at the same time, I just had this weird feeling that this was going to be the final season. I don't know why, but and this was before I found out anything. It wasn't until, I think, like October, I think just before Halloween, that I found out that Power Rangers was ending. I was like, what? Power Rangers is ending? Oh no, Power Rangers is ending? No, sorry for that. No, but I was disappointed that when I found out it was ending. But then I found out that they're going to re-air Mighty Morphin, which I was actually really excited about. Like, it's just like, finally, they're going to bring back Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And so, anyways, I continued watching. Yeah. I just liked so I continued watching RPM, and yeah, and then I was sad that Disney decided to end Power Rangers, but at the same time, I was excited that Mighty Morphin was coming back at least to TV. So so I was happy. So I was sad and happy. So I watched the last episode, but like I said, I would actually record and then watch it later on because it was on so early. And as you know, the last episode actually aired on December 26th, which is after Christmas Day. So, Power Rangers, here's a Christmas gift. You're cancelled. Well, actually, no, they actually knew months ahead of time. But yeah. But it's funny though that the last episode, or the supposedly last episode, ended. And now I don't want to give any spoilers away, but because I don't want people that haven't seen RPM. Now something happens in the last episode of RPM that I don't know if it's gonna be connected in the future. I don't know, but yeah. So anyways, as for RPM, like I said, I liked it, but yeah, it's just I would probably say it might be, of the seasons I did see, I'd probably put it at the bottom. Now the thing is, I would like to go and watch every single season made, and then I could actually do a proper thing, and then maybe it would change. But as for right now, I don't want to say least favorite. It's my bottom one would be RPM, because like I said, I like, of all the scenes I see, I do like, but it's just RPM is right now at the bottom. Now, like I said, it could change if I ever do get a chance to watch all the seasons. And then as you, so anyways, yeah.